discuss the major plant hormones and their actions or functions. Plants are also living organisms, we know that, and they are also performing many biological activities. And coordination also needed in plants like animals, right? The coordination in plants also bring out by some chemical substances usually called as hormones. And what are the major hormones present in the plant body and what are responsible for bringing a lot of change in the plants, and which hormones are responsible for particular functions occurs in the plant body. We'll see that there are 5 particular hormones that are present in the plant body. Those are nothing but auxins, cytokinins, abscisic acid, gibberellins and ethylene. These are the important plant hormones present in the plant body. Hormones present in the plant body. So these are also called as phytohormones. Phytohormone means hormones present in the plant or plant body is called phytohormone, right? And basically these are the 5 phytohormones or plant hormones are present in the plant body. And what are their functions? Particularly we will see that auxins is the first hormone in the plants which are responsible for cell elongation. Cell elongation in the sense of increase the size of the cell. And also it can be differentiate the shoot and root. Initially when any plant, it starts from the seed itself. Seed can start germinating and immediately producing a coleoptile. The initial growth, outgrowth of the seeds, that can be divided into 2 parts. One is called radicle, another is called plumule. Radicle furtherly develops into root, plumule is furtherly develops into shoot. This radicle and plumule differentiation is under the control of the plant hormone auxin, so that it can differentiate the shoot and root parts in the initial stage of the plant. Later, cytokinins. The another important phytohormone is cytokinins. The cytokinins promote the cell division. Actually, the growth of the plants depends on the cell division only. When the number of cells are increasing, that we can see that externally the organism is showing the growth. So that the cell division is promoted by the cytokinins. And later, it promotes the sprouting of lateral buds. In the sense of whenever the lateral buds are arising or are promoted, automatically the plants can show the canopy structure, not like a straight erect in structure. It can be growing in the canopy like umbrella like structures of the plants we are seeing because of sprouting of lateral buds, which is stimulated by cytokinins. And also the most important thing is delaying the aging of leaves. Generally plants also living organisms and they also be showing the growth, and also their body parts also be having some particular age period. Generally, how can we identify the leaves or get aging? Generally, initially the leaves are in the pale greenish color, later dark greenish color, and finally yellow, and some are becoming the green or brown in color, right? So when the leaves are turns into the color, automatically we can say that the aging of leaves has completed, right? And here it is this can be delay the aging. Okay, so this is a beneficiary for the plant itself. And later it's useful for opening of stomata. Generally, stomata are the natural openings on the leaf surfaces which helps in the gaseous exchanges and also transpiration of the excess water present in the plant body, right? So the opening of stomata is under the control of the cytokinins, as cytokinins are stimulating the opening of stomata. Later, another important phytohormone is abscisic acid. Abscisic acid is usually called as ABA. In short form of the abscisic acid is ABA. This abscisic acid helps in the closing of stomata, in the sense of abscisic acid is working quite against to the cytokinins, because cytokinins helps in the opening of stomata, whereas abscisic acid helps in the closing of stomata. Means opening and closing of stomata is under the control of these two phytohormones. And also seed dormancy. Seed dormancy in the sense of when the farmers are sowing the seeds, all the seeds may not germinated. Some seeds, the outer seed coat is a little tough and harder. The seeds cannot be grown immediately. That's called seed dormancy. And here promoting aging of leaves. Promoting aging of leaves. And here it is cytokinins are delay the aging of leaves. Cytokinins are delay the aging of leaves, whereas abscisic acid is promoting the aging of leaves. I said already, both the hormones are working one against another. Why? Because the cytokinins will help in the opening of stomata, whereas abscisic acid helps the closing of stomata. Cytokinins are helps in the delaying the aging of leaves, whereas abscisic acid is promoting the aging of leaves. Both the hormones are working one against the another, right? Later, the another fourth phytohormone is gibberellins. Gibberellins are germination of seeds. They helps in the germination of seeds. After sowing the seeds have to be germinated. That germination is stimulated by the phytohormone gibberellins. And sprouting of buds. Sprouting of buds and lateral growth of the plants itself. Later elongation of stem. Elongation of stem. Generally the plants are growing in the erect position towards the sunlight. That elongation, the increase the size of the stem is under the control of gibberellins. Later stimulation of flowering. Stimulation of flowering, because when the flowers are producing, the flowers are furtherly develops into fruit, and from the fruits we can get the seeds, and it is helping in the development of the particular species, right? So here it is stimulating the flowerings. And also seedless fruits, promoting the seedless fruits. Generally it is called as a parthenogenesis. We can call it as a parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy is a kind of production of seedless fruits. Nowadays we are seeing that seedless fruits are available in the market itself. Any kind of fruits which are available seedless, like a papaya or a summer fruit, watermelon and grapes, and many fruits are there. Nowadays they are available seedless, right? The seedless fruits also promoted by the gibberellins, one of the important phytohormone. Later, breaking the dormancy. Breaking the dormancy. Here it is, we can find the seed dormancy. Seed dormancy by abscisic acid and breaking of dormancy. Breaking of dormancy by gibberellins. These are also the two are working one against another, because abscisic acid are promoting the seed dormancy, means it preventing or inhibiting the seed germination, whereas gibberellins are breaking the seed dormancy. Seed dormancy means some seeds are unable to germinate after the sowing, right? So because the seed coat is little harder or maybe tough coat, so that the seeds cannot germinate, that condition is called seed dormancy. And here it is the gibberellins can, such kind of seeds can be breaking the outer layer of the seed coat. The seed coat which is harder can be broken by the gibberellins, and that helps in the germination of the dormant seeds. Later, seeds and buds also, not only the seeds, and some buds which are unable to be growing or opening into a flower, that also be break by the gibberellins. And another important, the last but not least, the plant hormone or the phytohormone is ethylene. Ethylene helps in the ripening of fruits. Ripening of fruits. Initially, when the fruits are in the green color or maybe the raw fruits, and after few days we can find that the raw fruits are becoming ripened, right? For example, the mango, if you take an example, mango, the green color initially, the latter after the ripening, the mango fruits are turns into yellow in color. That is symbolically indicating that we can consume directly as a food. So, right, that's ripening of the fruits is stimulated by ethylene, and artificially also be during the summer season we are getting the mango fruit, right? That ripening of fruits also be artificially encouraged by ethylene gases or maybe ethylene liquids. This is regarding the major plant hormones and their actions or functions.